Welcome back to World of Tapir. The story thus far is that the False Sun crew had made it successfully to the town of Ordonis, where the map uh, to navigate the various reefs and uh, in order to get to the Isle of Muliath was located. There, they found that the entire town was overgrown in magical flora known as scorch trees, and they later learned that the scorch trees are expanding slowly but surely. There they had navigated the burnt buildings, found shadows of soot in the vague shapes of people, almost like some massive just wall of intense flame radiated out from the forest and engulfed the town. They had discovered a corpse that was not burned, that had a ring which they recognized as belonging to the cult known as Roots of Yggdrasil. As they went deeper into the town, they ended up getting sniped at by a figure in the temple's bell tower. Making their way there, they found another corpse, which had a bag full of several branches of scorchwood, as well as the very map that they were seeking, in the possession of the corpse of another cult member. Making their way to the top of the bell tower, they found a Sorlock, who had a considerable range on Eldritch Blasts, who was distrusting of them at first, believing that they were also members of the cult that had come to the town. And after bringing out the head of one of the members that y'all had faced many months ago, the Aarakocra was a little more trusting. Not enough to give the name, but enough to not kill you. Or not try killing you. That's where he revealed that the very figure whose head you brought out, he had encountered only 2 weeks prior. With the other cult members that had arrived. But he had managed to drive some back and said that at night, the town gets far too dangerous for regular people to stay. So, y'all decided to leave with the map in hand and start heading towards the Isle of Muliath, now that you have a way to navigate. And that is where this session will begin, as y'all are leaving the warm waters of the surrounding Ordonis, and begin to feel the chill in the air as the heat of the scorched trees is leaving, and you have to deal with the bitter winter once more.
Hey, can I just say like a quick off-topic thing?
Okay.
They're making new M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Oh, neat. I'll have to check out information on that later.
It's like a serial killer goes to a concert with his daughter, but the whole thing is a sting operation to catch him.
Interesting. So, what do y'all do?
All right, so we are sailing out towards the reef.
Well, y'all are sailing away from Ordonis. It's going to be a multiple month journey because you'd have to sail around the boot.
Yes. All right. Okay. Right. I will call everyone to the deck. I'll call everyone up to the deck. Okay. All right, crew. So should we wait for TK to come in before I mention this? For like the whole crew? They said they'd be like 5 minutes.
I mean, that's your call.
The... All right. Okay, so everyone, what? Corvus has gone.
Oh,
No
Gunmetal
burglars.
has evaporated.
We are
Uh-oh.
burglars.
Now we've only got half the crew.
oh.
Hally ho, good sir.
All right. Well,
Right then,
Yeah.
I guess we'll just fuck about
for 5 minutes.
on the ocean for a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
It'll be a. You can wait until you're a couple hours at sea before you bring up the.
Sushi invites Levere to try something.
Yes. Oh, what is it, Sushi?
Would you like to meditate with me?
Like, you want to see if I can go in the sword, or just vibe?
Vibes.
Should we like hold hands, or?
Come with me, and then I'm gonna scurry up the mast.
Okay, we're going to the crow's nest then.
Yep.
All right.
I climbed the ladder
Yes.
because I don't have a climbing speed.
Yeah. You see Sushi just skitter up the pole, ignoring the ladder until you actually have to use the ladder to get through the hole to the crow's nest. And then you climb up it. It is pretty cold up here because it's no longer it's still cold on the deck, but there's still at least a couple lamps to provide a little bit of warmth.
All right.
All right.
Sushi is going to guide Levere into meditation, standing on the edge of the crow's nest.
All right.
All right. I'll be sitting in the crow's nest if that's fine.
No, it'll be better if we match movements.
All right.
I'm dexterous. I'm dexterous. I can do this. And I
Right, and then we're gonna do like a sword kata in the crow's nest.
a what?
Sword kata.
What is that?
The series of sword movements.
All right, I'll try my best to follow your movements.
All right.
Are we sitting? We're sitting facing the inside of the crow's nest. Then I'm guessing.
I was gonna like pace around the inside.
I mean, careful, because there is
then.
a hole where the ladder is.
And then we'll clash blades ceremoniously.
All right. I guess we do that then.
Yeah. So we're gonna spend the next while just kind of play fighting in the crow's nest.
All right. What is your goal with this? Anything in particular, or just passing the time?
To blank our minds.
Okay. Sushi, you've done this before, and so you're leading, so you're able to do that reasonably, relatively with ease.
No
However,
thoughts.
Levere, go ahead and make a wisdom check to see how well you can blank your mind.
Alright. I'm gonna use a lucky die, because why not? You know, we're gonna be doing weeks-long stuff. Probably gonna be a day to get to where... to even get to where, the location I was gonna mention, so... Let's just use up all my luckies. I just want to roll better than... Okay, that was charisma, but okay, so that's... I'll just go with that, a 10 average.
A 10?
That's average.
You have a bit of difficulty trying to clear your mind. You find that it's,
Undiagnosed ADHD.
well, also there's a bit of, there's a bit of stress and worry about, several things. The state of the town that you just left, the fact that one of the cult members was seeking the very map that you had, you don't even know what it is that that you are searching for, just where it is. Not to mention you've barely had some time to decompress after the whole Cogston situation. There's just a lot of things that are going on in the mind.
And it's very stressful. It's one of those situations where you're actively trying to clear your mind so you can't.
Yeah, anytime you try to clear it up, another thought pops up. And
He's trying his best, but he's fumbling some of the movements.
yeah, Sushi, you probably pick up on this.
Yeah. If this was Steven Universe, Sushi would now be figuring out she cannot fuse with Livia right now. Here comes a thought.
Yeah, no, you don't even have a gem on you.
I'm the one with the gems.
How many you have?
I believe I have 4 now. I have 4 gems with 2 powered.
Yes.
I've got blue and green powered, but amethyst and ruby are not.
This is like if we were searching for like the Infinity Stones, and then one character got all of them.
I mean, they're obviously not as strong as the Infinity Stones.
We don't know that.
From what we know.
Well,
When they're all combined, who knows?
I mean, the Space Stone alone could teleport you anywhere in the universe. Your Green Stone can only teleport you 30 feet.
For now.
For now.
Out of character, I'm fairly certain these are like the broken apart crystallized energy from the Lich Apples or something. So
So the why don't y'all go ahead? We've given TK and Corvus a decent amount of time to hop back in, so why don't y'all?
All right.
You
Sorry, Sushi. I can't focus. I'm sorry.
okay. And then she's going to like slide down one of the ropes like a pirate movie.
Yeah, you do so easily enough.
Rope burn.
Oh, actually, yeah. Go ahead and make a Constitution save against rope burn.
Constitution. I'm good at Constitution.
You don't have advantage because it's not poison or disease. I slipped rope burn into your wine.
I have 17. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Uh, when you get to the bottom, you land. You do a 6 superhero landing, and then realize that your hands are like kind of raw from that. You're definitely gonna need to like soak it in cold water, which is very plentiful at this current point. Though probably you don't want to do salt water. That'll not feel
So she
good.
just kind of like hides her hands under her tail, like nope, nothing happened.
I mean, your tail isn't big enough to really hide them. You got a small rat tail. But
Yeah, but it's like fat at the base.
I mean, I guess.
The gunmetal though. He hasn't responded to the at.
I don't know, but it's been 10 minutes since they left. So we've given them plenty of time to hop in.
He didn't even get notified of the ping because he said to do not disturb.
Oof.
Goodness.
So, Captain Levere, what is it that you want to talk to us about?
Well, some of the crew still isn't up here, but
Yeah, we'll say that they headed back down below to rest.
right. So, I know a shortcut. I know a shortcut on our way from here to. Okay, there's TK.
Yay!
Katya starts heading up deck.
Yeah, Katya heard you like ring the bell to call everyone up deck, and is woken from her nap to see what's up.
Corvus is still gone.
That's fine.
All right, so we're on our way to this reef. What is it called again?
The Isle of Muliath.
Yeah, we're on our way to the Isle of Muliath. Now, as it stands.
Oh yeah, that was the thing I forgot.
What?
Huh? What, TK? TK? Hello?
Mm.
Your mic isn't broadcasting if you're speaking.
Oh.
There we go. Alright, hello?
TK?
Go into your settings and mess with your mic.
Yeah, make sure your mic is set to the correct one.
Alright, so we're on our way to the Isle of Muliath. As it stands, we would have to sail around the Boot of Aeon. And he points to it on the map.
Yep, it's the northern peninsula that is somewhat shaped like a boot.
Here we go. I'll just put this in... putting in gameplay, the section on the map that your captain is pointing to. So we're about here, and he's pointing just a bit off the coast of Ordanis. We're here, and to get to the Isle of Muliath, we'll have to sail around the boot. I do know a shortcut that can get us straight through. It's a bit risky, though. My captain's only done it. My old captain only did it a couple times. There is a passage. There is a passage through the boot. It's gonna shave off like nearly half of the sail time, but it's risky and a bit annoying to deal with. Hold on. Finally, the crew gathers. Here, mentioning this.
Meow?
Yay!
Hey,
TK
TK.
is audible. Hi. Okay.
Yay! I had to pull my thing in and out of the USB port.
Oh, that's always rough.
It eats rat.
Hey TK, the last session they went to Ordonis and got the map, and now they're headed to Muliath.
The tree chest castle map.
Muliath is the big red dot on the map cutout that I showed you. It's in Tapir gameplay.
Is that
So
the city I know a little bit, Katya knows a little bit about
No,
because it's
no,
not
that was
like that.
Ordonis. The
Oh, okay.
place
That
that
was
they
Ordonis.
went last session.
we just left. We just
Oh,
left.
okay.
All right. In fact, if you look over the side of the boat, you can probably still see that Ordonis looks weird.
Yeah,
It has a lot more trees than you remember. A lot more trees.
and a lot more
Huh.
burnt down houses.
Damn, how long was I asleep?
Like a day. Anyway, so
Whoa.
I know a
But yet
shortcut.
This adventuring gets to me more than I think.
I know a shortcut through the boot. It's annoying to deal with. It's a passage through the landmass. It's risky,
Interesting.
but it's doable. When we get there, I need all of you other than you, and she points to Sushi, to head below deck and stay down there.
Me?
There is some sort of water spirit entity, could be a fae, I don't know. I never really asked the captain, but there is like a mistress of rhyme or whatever she called herself in there.
Hmm.
She's vain and easy to cross. When we get there, I will have to give her a gift. And Sushi, you and I will only be allowed to speak with her in rhyme.
Why me?
Since Katya's so
Because
old,
you're my first mate, and she only wants the captain and first mate on the deck.
Ah. Okay.
I have
Now.
an idea.
Oh, yes?
Since Katya's so old, I want to roll to see if maybe she's met the Thane before and knows what kind of gift will be best.
No, if you do know about the passage, all you know about it is that few go in and fewer come out.
Okay.
That's all you would know. You would not have gone into it during your adventures.
It's risky, it's doable, it's annoying. I have trouble thinking in rhyme.
I can rhyme.
You're not the first mate, though.
That is true. But maybe I can give some knowledge to you.
Do we rhyme with ourselves or each other?
The captain didn't really say. I think it'd be best to rhyme with yourself for safety. Now, I'm bringing this up to the crew for a vote. See if we should do it. Personally, I don't really wanna. But I'm giving it up to the crew. I'm gonna get a vote on it. It's gonna shave this down from like an 8-week journey to like 4 or 5.
I mean, the thing is, like, are we in a hurry?
I mean, not particularly. I mean, there's stuff going on in the world. There's cults, but there's always cults.
When are there not cults?
I'm not really bothered either way.
I do want to point out that one of the dead Yggdrasil, Roots of Yggdrasil, was in possession of your map.
That
Right. So
may be
either
concerning.
right, one of those corpses had the map, and the bird guy said that he recognized one of the guys that we had killed months ago. So, either it's more weird time shenanigans, or more realistically, they have that thing that like some wizards do, where like when they die, they have like a spare body on hand.
Yeah.
That or they have
Necromancy and literally.
either that or they have like true resurrection, in which case we're a little boned.
I'm gonna poke my familiar's tummy.
Ah!
Why don't you have a spare body for me?
Because we have a cleric. We have a cleric and so many diamonds.
She's not here.
She's below deck.
Personally, the life of the undead.
We
never
know
appealed to
that,
me.
but do we know that? Listen, I'm not saying I don't have object permanence, but I am saying that if I look over there, I forget where everyone is standing. Oh, look, it's Corvus.
And this is the point at which Corvus comes up from below deck, sleepily.
We do have a cleric!
Alright, okay. Let me hi Corvus. Okay, let me go back over it so that Corvus can get caught up. Alright,
Okay.
so Corvus, you know how we're on our way to that island with the reef around it, right?
Uh-huh.
Right, so look here, and I point at the map, the section that I've cut out into the gameplay channel. Right, so we're here, and he's pointing just off of the coast of Ordonis. So we need to get to that island. As it stands, as it stands going by the map, we'd have to go all the way around the Boot of Aelm, which is going to take a good few weeks. Or there is a passage through the land, like a big long cave, and it's dangerous.
One might say.
Yeah, it's dangerous. It's annoying, but it's doable. It's annoying because there is an entity in there that can calm the waters, but only if you bring her a gift. Only the captain and the first mate may be on deck. Everyone else must be below deck, I think, the whole time. And while we're there, Sushi and I are going to have to speak exclusively in rhyme.
I feel like I could do that if I...
That sounds like too much effort.
But I'm not sure we
it's a lot of
need to
effort.
go into the plans.
It's going to shave off like about half the journey.
Okay.
So I'm bringing it up to the crew as a vote. Do we do it, or do we just sail around, take the extra time?
I mean, honestly,
I'm all for checking out this shortcut.
shortcut seems like a viable plan with the two of you specifically being up here. You two can balance each other out. So I'm an eye for it.
The issue is that I have trouble speaking in rhyme.
Speaking in rhyme, you can do if you just try hard enough.
I'm a rogue, not a bard. Rhyming isn't my forte.
Okay,
And
here's
why
the thing.
don't you
Try not
promote
to finish
me
your
for this
sentences
wordplay?
with words like forte or enough, because those are hard to rhyme
Am
with.
I inaudible again?
No, we can hear you.
No, we can hear you.
I
Okay.
just was already talking when you started talking, so I just wanted to finish what I was saying. Can you repeat what you
Alright.
said? 'Cause I totally did not hear you.
Okay.
Are you gonna repeat?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that meant I should repeat it. Well, that's why you should promote me for this job of wordplay. That's not quite what I said. It rhymed better before, but oh well.
We'll think about it. It's gonna be like a day or two's sail to get to the tunnel, so we'll think on it. I'm against it. We'll see.
Yeah. The traveling through, what you would remember is from here it would be about a day's journey southeast along the coast, and going through the actual tunnel, depending on how the water is, could take 3 to 5 days, with the middle day being where your captain had stopped the ship and ordered everyone to go below deck.
It sounds
Right.
just as long as going the normal way then.
Well, no, going the normal way, we're gonna have to sail all the way around.
The boot.
Yeah, the boot.
I think we can handle the boot. Look,
Yep,
it's
for the long
not like we're in a rush.
What I'll do-
Taking the long way.
What I'll do, we have a scrying orb. I know what that Dragonborn looks like. Considering the fact that they come back once, considering we know that she's come back once already, I'm going to try and scry on that copper Dragonborn to see if they're back up and running again, and if so, whereabouts she may be.
Sushi's familiar turns to you and says, if you still have the head, you could use that as a focus to make it significantly easier than just thinking about how they look.
Yeah, I tossed it back in the door.
Okay.
How
All
many
right,
do
okay.
we have in there?
Huh?
How many heads do you have sitting in there?
2 or 3.
And like, okay, so follow-up question: are you gonna eat them?
Yeah. Don't eat my trophies.
But I'm hungry.
We have rations downstairs,
Yeah.
and your handlers are competent chefs.
Yeah, but sometimes you get the rumblies. And only heads will satisfy.
No.
It doesn't work as well as the original, does it? Ah.
Okay. I'll dismiss everyone and head to my quarters. I'll open my door, get that head out, and let's. The D&D Beyond logo on the website is gold now.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so scrying.
I believe having a body part makes it, I have to roll for the person you're scrying on, and I believe the having a body part of the person makes the DC plus 10.
Yeah, well, it reduces their save modifier by 10.
Yeah. Okay, then let me just open up her shit.
Right, and I make a wisdom saving throw.
Nope.
So yes. Oh, no, target makes one.
Yeah. And I am pulling... I'm trying to do that, but D&D Beyond is being extremely slow right now.
Okay. So I don't know the target well, so we have met, so that's That is a blank on the. That is just a 0 on the knowledge.
But you do
So
have
it's
the body part.
and yeah, I have her head, so that's -10 to her save.
And what's the DC?
It doesn't it mm, I guess just like my spellcasting modifier, I guess.
I think I set the DC to 15.
Hold on, let me
never
check the
sh-
inventory.
I think
Let me check the inventory.
I think I had set
I don't think I ever.
Well, 15 is what I usually do
here
for
it
a
is.
default kind of thing.
Yes, DC is 15.
Yep, that sounds like me. I got 11 because of the -10 from the
Nice.
having her head. So, as you focus in on the orb, you look into it, staring at the warped reflection as it begins to cloud
Both
over.
hands on the orb, the head resting in my curled up tail.
Yeah. As you ponder the orb, you feel almost like dissociation as like you blink a few times and you see you see yourself like rising up into the sky, your ship far below, as you start to zip across the clouds too fast to make any kind of sense of direction or anything, until it finally lands on a ship, and you see the copper dragonborn fiercely fiercely helping some of the other members of the cult, casting fire ahead of them to melt the ice as they're you look around, you see the ship, the flag is blowing in a different direction from their sails. It's as though they're sailing against the wind and yet still have sails full of wind, if that makes sense. They are in a ship bigger than a galleon and going unnaturally fast. Their ship having a icebreaker on its hull. You look around, and you see that the tabaxi that y'all had also killed is there, and is casting a flame to melt the ice ahead, making it easier to break up and smoother to sail by. Go ahead and roll survival to try and locate any geographical details.
I really wish survival wasn't a wisdom check. That's an 8.
You're not.
I really need to upgrade my wisdom.
Yeah.
Next ASI.
You're not sure, but it looks like they're going in maybe a northern or maybe an eastern direction. Could be northeast. It's hard to tell if they're headed in the same direction as you without knowing where they are in the sea.
Well, I know that we need to go northeast. They're going northeast. More north of here, there's probably ice in the water. I'm gonna look around some.
Yeah.
Just like spin the like viewing port around a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like taking in the surroundings.
You do notice that their ship does have, towards the back of their ship, there are massive scorch marks. And despite that, those sails are perfectly clean, even though there's like part of the mast is covered in soot. It seems as though their ship had recently, within the last few weeks, had a problem with fire.
Likely from Ordonus. Gets there on the move. Fuck. Alright, best thing I can hope for is their ship is too big to navigate the reef. Or the reef. They'd have to go in dinghies.
Reef or reef?
Reef. With an
That
F.
makes more sense, but for some reason I kept hearing reef, and I was like, that makes sense.
I said wreath by accident and then corrected myself.
But for some
Alright,
reason I thought that it made sense.
Alright, is there anything else I can glean?
Just a bunch of figures who you haven't met, but is probably safe to assume. You do notice that many of them are wearing rings, and though you can't make out any details on the rings, you can probably safely assume they're the similar kind of rings as the ones you've found.
God damn it.
Ring.
Alright, I will dismiss the scrying.
Alright.
Alright. It's probably late in the day now, I assume.
Oh, yeah. The sun is starting to set.
Alright. We'll retire for the night. I'll call everyone together in the morning and discuss.
Alright. As you...
Also, I will, before I go to bed, I will write to Tross.
Mhm.
I'll tell him that the druids of Ordonus have overtaken the city. The city of Ordonus is mostly ash, and there's like one guy left. And also that the Roots of Yggdrasil have access to either resurrection or like soul jars or something. Whatever it is that wizards and liches use to have new bodies.
I think soul jar is a catch-all term that includes phylacteries, whereas there are like flesh jars for other wizards.
Yeah, just so like mentioning about Ordonus, maybe see if the Institute can get a druid out to speak with the grove. And
jar.
the response...
And also that the Roots of Yggdrasil have access to bringing people back from the dead without recovering the body.
Alright. After about an hour and a half, you do get a response that just says, "That is concerning. Who are the Roots of Yggdrasil?"
I told you about those. Just putting that in the message. It's a cult that we dealt with in shoot. Gotta bring up the map. Notes.
Novorum.
Novorum.
Yes.
It's a cult that we dealt with in Novorum. They were trying to kidnap a sorcerer girl, like a 5-year-old sorcerer.
After a few minutes, he responds, "Oh, yes, that there was little information on them because they're a new cult." or
I'll
at
also
least
send him a
unreported.
sketch of the ring. I'll send him a sketch of the ring.
All right.
There. I'll send him. I think we've got 2 rings.
Yeah.
Different but similar.
Yes.
They're a new cult rather than, an old cult.
Either new or unreported or undiscovered until recently.
Yeah. So, like, the sketches will also have like arrows and notes, like roots entangling gems.
He responds, "Yes, I recall now. You had me help you find books on the tree."
All right. Okay. I'll just send him. All right. Have a good night
You too.
and go to bed.
All right. Anyone want to do anything else for the night?
Not specifically tonight, but we're just gonna continue with the walk on water, or the breathing underwater thing, as needed.
All right. Which one?
Maybe I can walk on water.
It was one of them. I don't remember. I have to double check my spells. I was thinking about it earlier and I forgot. Where are
Alright.
you? What level are you?
So I think that if you have both of them on at the same time, that would cause problems with one.
Okay, water walk's only 1 hour, so I'm gonna do the. Where are you?
The breathe underwater.
Forget the name of it.
You want me to come with you?
Yeah.
All right.
So the.
Water breathing, is that what it's called?
I don't remember. I'm trying to find it.
The only other thing I can remember
Yeah.
you doing with water was control water to make it go faster.
Yeah. I could do that too at some point.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you.
But
But nothing else for tonight.
Okay. Plus, I think y'all weighed anchor for the night so that y'all could discuss in the morning. Right? Did
Yeah.
y'all? Yeah. Okay. So, eventually the bitter cold morning comes, greeted with the smell of, some of...
Not weigh anchor.
Oh,
The
yeah.
other one.
Uh,
Weighing anchor is lifting it up.
dropping anchor.
We've anchored.
Yeah, you've dropped anchor. So you wake up to the smell of morning cooking by Soba as she sets the table for everyone. It's a nice warm meal. Seems that she got up a bit early to catch some fish to prepare. But you have a decent fish stew, fish soup, stew, for
I
the
think it
morning.
depends on how thick it is.
It's definitely thick enough to be a stew.
Katya woke up.
The
as soon as
head's
she
inside
smelled
of it,
so
'cause
she
that's where all the
started
flavor
helping
is,
out with
apparently.
cooking.
The head is still in the pot. The heads are in the
I
pot,
just-
but not in the bowl. They're
I just realized
soaking
TK
the broth.
was saying something.
Oh.
What were you saying, TK?
Oh, as soon as Katya smelled fish, she woke up and started helping out with the cooking.
Okay.
She's a cat.
Yeah, y'all are using. How are y'all on vegetables?
Are any of us not furries?
No.
I don't think so.
I mean, Lavere's a
Honestly,
scaly.
That is the only difference.
Corvus has
That's
feathers.
very furry, it counts.
Birds count as scalies.
I was going to ask that question.
Birds are lizards. Changed
I
my
like to call
mind.
them floppies.
Birds are dinosaurs. Lizards aren't dinosaurs.
Mm.
Oh, that spell. I don't get that. I don't get water breathing spell.
I'm sorry?
I don't get water breathing as a spell, but I'll do water walk when the weather or the sea starts seeming iffy, and I can check the weather every day.
Okay.
I can
So-
breathe underwater.
Alright.
Right. Alright. So. I scryed on the Dragonborn. She's back.
Guess who's back? Back
Again. Not only that, but the Roots of Yggdrasil have a ship larger than a galleon.
That's really big. Like
They have a really fucking huge ship.
improbably big.
They probably took it from a navy.
Why didn't we do that?
Because we got our ship free from an ancient machine.
And we let the machine go. We could have taken the machine. We could have used the machine as a ship. But no. We had to let it get stolen from us.
They didn't know how to pilot it.
We would have figured it out eventually.
Besides, the military would have forced us out anyway.
I bet they have defenses. Like the spider.
That
Look, if
wouldn't
we
be of any
find
use
a
if I
fifth
can't
one-
figure out how to do that. Anyway, so they have a big ass ship. They're able to move at full speed against the wind. They have access to bringing people back from the dead without access to the body. And they're headed northeast, which is where we're headed. So, as much as it pains me to say it, I think we gotta go through the tunnel.
Hey, secret tunnel!
So we're gonna set sail for the tunnel. And I'm gonna try to think of ways to rhyme words. From
Wait,
here,
we
it'll be
voted
about
for the tunnel?
There was enough. There was votes for the tunnel, votes against the tunnel, and votes of indifference. So I'm saying
I thought
we'll
we
do the
got,
tunnel
like,
at the same time.
majority no tunnel.
It was.
No,
Yeah.
we got to majority no tunnel with the indifferences being like, oh, either way.
You had 2 for the tunnel, 2 against the tunnel, and 1 Levere being the indifferent one.
I guess I kind of assumed Levere was against the tunnel because he doesn't want to rhyme.
I'm not good at rhyming, but I'm gonna have
That
to.
can teach you.
Oh, please. Now, we do have our message earrings, which means
I still don't have one of those.
yeah, you do. We gave you one.
Oh?
Pretty
I'll
sure
go
we gave
look
her
for
one.
it later.
We gave her one, right?
Yes. Y'all had picked up one. Y'all had new sets made, and y'all picked it up from
Right,
Tavel.
We got new ones from Tavel. We just had to like hold all of our. We just had to hold it next to all the other ones for like an hour.
Yeah, so you do have it on, or you do have it. I'm guessing Katya just doesn't have it on at the moment, but it is in your
Okay.
inventory.
Well, I don't know if I was there when this happened, so.
No, it was in your first
You were.
session.
Oh.
When we were leaving on our way to Cogston, I believe Tavel had a store in that town.
In Medicto, yes, or Patio?
Yeah.
No, Medicto. It was Medicto. But yeah, y'all had picked up your earrings from Tavel and gave one to Katya before y'all left. So Katya,
Right.
yeah. So Katya, you do have an earring.
Okay. Sorry, I got confused.
Yeah.
So while the rest of you are below deck, we will be able to communicate because these things are passive. And if you hear me struggling, give me suggestions, please.
But how am I going to give you suggestions for rhyming without having to rhyme them myself?
This is more
Yes,
towards
you'll be
like
connected
this was
to
more
the
towards
earpiece. I
Katya.
will tell you what to say.
If you hear either of us struggling with a rhyme,
Katya's got
Right.
it.
Well, just make sure we don't say orange.
just don't expect me to speak in iambic pentameter.
I can barely tell when it's iambic pentameter.
It's iambic pentameter when it sounds like it's from like 300 years ago.
No,
Iambic pentameter sounds like this. It's something you really wouldn't miss.
It's the stress unstress thing that always gets me.
Yeah, it's confusing. It's easier to like learn it by how it sounds than like the way they try to teach it in school.
Just like doing 8 syllables and then the other thing. That's pretty simple. But
Yes, it's
making sure
confusing. It is quite
alternating
hard.
stress unstress.
Hold on. Yes, it's confusing. It is quite hard. This is why I've employed the bard.
Hey, there you go.
I
I knew you could do it, Captain.
I was thinking the entire time.
How doth light in yon window say that things will be
How doth life?
dark today?
Wouldst thou do thine dishes?
Leave it to the bitches.
We go to Olive Garden because
Fuck
it's
you.
delicious.
Say that again and I'll leave you in stitches.
So you set
Let's not continue this before I start reciting Doritos and Fritos by 100 Gex. It has a Dave Strider ass rap line. Not rap, but like rhyming line.
Jesus. So you pull the anchor up and you start sailing to the southeast to get to the pass. It is about a day, maybe it's about half a day to a day depending on the weather. But it is between Ordonis and Urbozen.
By the way,
yeah.
until the map is needed, until the sea chart is needed, it is rolled up tightly and kept in the box.
Understandable.
It is folded, it is rolled, it is stowed away.
Makes sense.
Any efforts to scry this object will read nothing legible. They will get a box. They will get a box, and if they look in the box, it will be tightly rolled up.
Also, I think the box counts as a different because it's a box of holding, or I believe, right?
I don't think so. I think it's just a lockbox.
I thought you were doing it in locking in the money box.
Well, yeah, the box where we keep all the secret stuff, like the box that had the cards in it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, depending on where Soren kept it, it's either.
Yeah,
actually, I think we got the money box after Soren.
Yeah, you got the money box. Didn't you transfer all the stuff from that into the money box?
I might have. I'm not sure.
I think you did.
I kind of just assumed that the money box just holds money.
But anywho, but yeah, you have it nice, tight, secure, shoved under the bed.
Tied with twine.
Yeah, tied to the slats of the bed frame with twine.
It is secure. It is away. They cannot see it unless they have a spell that lets you read things from afar.
Yeah. So as you're sailing across the southern coast of the boot, you after actually, go ahead and roll a d20 to see how long to see what the weather is like.
Alrighty. The
That'll
20.
determine whether or not it's half a day or a day or a
8.
full day. Eight?
I'm changing my dice. All my rolls have been ass.
Yeah, probably a good idea. So,
Going
No,
to the
you're
red one.
you sail throughout the
I
entire
don't have
day.
any breast dice, Chalkfee.
You sail throughout the day. Do you continue sailing throughout the night?
Sail through the day, sail through the night. We will go and fight, fight, fight.
What's the weather like? Is it just cold or is it like snowing?
It is cold. It is snowing. Actually, no, it's not snowing that much, but the wind is not as strong as it could be. It will take about a day to get to the entrance.
Okay, the thing doesn't show up until about halfway through the tunnel, so I can sleep through a day. I can take resting through it.
Yes.
We
All
shall
right.
rest upon our laurels.
All right. But as the dawn breaks, as you feel either, you can't tell if that's sleep in your eyes or snow, but or a light trickle of snow. But as the sun is rising, you see a glint off the coast as there are ice crystals surrounding a cave that's hard to see if you don't approach it at the right angle. But since you know where it is, and you know what angle to come at, you do see it as you enter. As you come to the entrance of this pass, a deep looming cave with a dim glow on the inside.
Is it moss? Is it glowing moss?
Can't really tell from here. But by the time with the way the sun is, actually, wait, it would be no. The sunrise wouldn't, because sun rises from the east, and you'd be coming from the southwest entrance. So I guess it's probably a little bit later in the day, but you do see you do see glowing on the inside. Sorry, when I wrote the description, I didn't think I forgot to check to see which way the sun rises.
The sun rises.
If you hadn't already established that the sun rises in the same direction that it does here on Earth, this would have been one of those things where you just accidentally. The sun rises in the east, don't it?
Yeah, it rises in the east.
The sun does rise in the east.
Yeah. And
by definition.
Yeah, and y'all are coming from the southwestern entrance to the pass. So
I know. I'm just saying. Yeah. This could have been one of those things that shows. Oh, this planet spins the other way.
I mean,
yeah, but that would then make the other way the east, because east is defined by where the sun rises. So unless it switched directions,
why would east be determined by which way the sun rises? East
That's
is determined.
How we came up with the term east. It literally means where the sun rises.
Yeah, well, etymology from real world doesn't exactly translate to the fantasy realm.
Yeah, have you seen a regular ant in my campaign?
East could just mean left or to the right of north.
Have we seen a non-regular ant in your campaign?
We haven't seen any ants, I think.
Well, no, y'all have haven't y'all? I think y'all have eaten or drank. Y'all have eaten onkeg meat.
I don't recall.
It was in the desert.
That's an onkeg, not a normal ant.
I know.
What about a myrmidon?
An onkeg is a non-normal ant.
Do the myrmidons exist?
But you find the entrance of the cave. As you enter, and the light of the outside quickly washes away, you do find that the bits of exposed stone seem to have, on occasion, some sort of luminous stone lighting the way. Though the majority of the cave is coated in a thick ice, including stalagmites and stalactites of frozen water rising from the sea and dripping from the ceiling. The water inside seems to have no current, though.
Hey, Tapir,
Uh-huh.
did you confirm how rhyme was spelled in the thing?
Considering it's probably a Fae thing, I think the wordplay is intentional.
Okay.
But as you enter, the water is eerily still for a moment, and then it starts to flow inward, towards deeper into the cave. Eventually, you
I'll
are
have the sails raised.
only illuminated by those stones in the wall, and a few that seem to be frozen in the middle of the bits of frost and ice that have grown through the stone walls. Um, so you said.
Just bright enough to see.
So you said you were going to take a long rest?
Yes.
All right. Who are
We'll
you?
take a long rest. I'll have Sushi manning the helm.
All right, Sushi. Go ahead and roll a d20 to see about how well the first day goes.
Okay. 12.
Okay, not bad. Not bad. Not good, but not bad. As you're sailing, or well, not sailing, but as you're, what's the word? Huh?
Cruising?
What's the word Wind Waker uses for when you move the boat without the sail?
Sail.
Coasting?
Maybe. Hold on. Wind Waker.
Yeah,
coasting.
yeah. I think it's coasting. Um. But yeah, as you coast along the water,
Coasting.
yeah, as you coast along the water, you do find that the cave isn't narrow. It's actually considerably wide. As you spend your day, the luminous stone casting warped shadows as it shines through the ice onto the onto the ship. You see the strange shadow caused by it. Looks almost hypnotic, and the cave twinkles and glimmers. Eventually, Sushi, as you look off to the port side, you see that stuck high on the wall, there seems to be a ship almost impaled in ice, in multiple spikes of ice that seem to have like curved from the water upwards. And there are bodies frozen within, as though they were stuck mid-fall, with whatever. There's crates of who knows what. You see the glint of various gold spilling out of a chest that has been caught in the mid-freeze. suspended in the air, almost like it's a snapshot frozen in time. As you continue, just one of many omens of how this could play out should things go wrong.
I see.
Now you see the issue there is that there's people above deck that aren't the captain and the first mate.
Eventually,
So-
the first day of travel comes to an end, and Sushi or Levere, you wake up well rested.
Hooray!
Captain,
Yes.
what are we going to do for gift?
Let's see. The Lady of Rhyme is vain.
Having dealt with some fake creatures before, it should be something meaningful and personal in some way.
You'd think, but she is vain.
There were
A
like
fancy
treasure
mirror,
chests in the
perhaps.
ice, right? Like, not riches. Clearly. Hmm. I'm concerned.
Does anyone have like a hand mirror?
Yeah,
Katya has
does
one.
anyone have a hand mirror? Turn to camera.
Hand mirror. I do have this gem still, and Levere pulls one of the green gems that he took from the force field generator that he still has.
I think I might still have the giant eye gem from the second time we got it.
Yes, because you recovered both and sold one back to Tavel on the down low.
Yeah.
Because he's cool like that.
Yeah, and he also knows what it means if you have it again after he sold it. So yes, I do believe you still
Because
have.
he's cool like that.
He doesn't ask questions.
Because, again, and I repeat,
That's important.
he's
in
cool
a
like
business
that.
partner.
Huh?
He's cool like that.
What, Katya?
That's important in a business partner.
Yeah.
No questions when you're dealing in the kind of things we do.
Alright.
I'm turning TK's mic up.
So,
You're a little quiet, but Discord gives options.
is there, anything else you want to do this day?
Let's see. We're, not super far in. I feel like this is probably one of those 4 to 5 day journeys instead of just 3. Just in case, everyone but Sushi, make sure you get below deck. 'Cause I don't want to die.
Alright.
So, let's see.
Aye, aye.
Alright, so, second day, as you, sail, or as you coast down the passage, go ahead and roll a d20 to see how well this goes.
Alrighty. 11.
Yeah, no, it's just another long day. As you continue going down through your second day in here, it has now been 2 days since you last saw the sun. You see you pass by a platform on the stone, which looks like ice exploded out in a trajectory away from the center of the cave, and inside you can see there is almost like there is a vaguely humanoid shape inside, but just red behind it in the direction the ice goes, as though it was exploded and flash frozen at the same time. You continue going down, and one of those luminous stones drops down and lands on the deck, which is thoroughly covered in frost by this point.
I will give that back to her when she appears.
So, day 3, you do not need to roll, because halfway through the third day, you can see up ahead there seems to be a brighter light, and from here you can tell that, through your spyglass, you can tell that there's a large chamber up ahead.
Okay, here we go. All right, everyone, stay below deck. Just Sushi and I up here. We have to rhyme. We have to rhyme so much.
Alright. As you enter the...
Just so that I remember, her name is the Lady of Rhyme, right?
Maven of Rhyme.
Maven of Rhyme, okay.
Maven.
Yeah, Maven. Not Maiden, Maven with a V. Alright, so...
Okay, I can't rhyme anything with her name, so that's important.
As your ship coasts into the Maven's cistern,
Slanted rhyme.
you hear just a behind you. Looking behind you, the entrance that you just came from is gone. Just a complete solid, opaque sheet of ice where it stood. And your ship coasts towards the center of this chamber, nearly several hundred feet in diameter, a few hundred feet high. There are massive stalactites of ice, clouded, that seem to glow a little more than dim, as it seems like there are either larger luminous stones inside, with the light being scattered by the cloudy nature of this ice, or it has a bunch of smaller luminous stones. But the brighter light casts harsher shadows. And as you stand on the deck, the tension palpable enough to cut with a knife, you hear a voice. Sushi and Levere, you two hear a voice in your head speaking so coldly, it almost gives you brain freeze to hear it. And she says, oh, actually, hold on, I should...
Before you read out what you've got written down, because I assume you did so that you wouldn't flub the line.
The music.
Ah, the music.
Yes. Which I meant to do when... I meant to do it when the...
When we entered the cistern?
Yeah, well, the cave.
By the way, how do I spell Maven? Is it just M-A-V-E-N?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
I am not ready for this. Everything smells a bit...
Oh, hold on. Fiber.
My brain is not right.
Fiber.
I want to fight.
Hold on.
Fist.
Okay. And I think Viber is down. Yep, Viber's down.
Ah,
It's
well.
wonderful when you think of things that are true.
Oh well.
I guess just play the music in like a tab.
I
No,
suppose
I'll just go without music.
I
That's
listen to
because
you.
having to deal with
Yeah.
the audio levels is annoying.
It
Whenever
really
it's
is.
yeah.
It's
All
like it
right.
doesn't record, like, even though it's being recorded by the same system as in recording it, the desktop sound, for some reason it still separates them and records one higher than the other compared to the way I hear it, and it's super weird to me.
Yeah. Plus, I'd have to make a whole new audio channel for Firefox.
True.
Yeah. So, as as your ship stops in the center of the cistern, you hear a voice speak coldly in her head, almost giving you a brain freeze. And she says, "Who enters my pass? Wait, who enters in my pass so weak and small as thou, appearing meek as all before, and yet with that thou sails the ship and wears thine hat?"
Goodness.
It is safe passage that we.
No, you don't hear that. You did not hear that. They're speaking
Well,
into the
I thought we
mind.
had the
No,
earpiece.
yes,
Oh,
but
right.
she's speaking into the mind of Levere and Sushi.
Okay.
All right, just in his head, like, shit. I should have thought of longer rhymes.
Captain, hurry up!
I
You
I think,
can't
why
do
didn't
this.
you
or
do
you-
what Katya
things you'll
suggested
flop.
before and temporarily promoted her to first mate so she could help?
because I don't know what this thing is capable of. It might know.
You feel a glaring
Uh,
presence as both of you have said a sentence.
I
No, this was
did
out
with
of
the rhyme.
character.
Oh.
This was out of
No.
character.
Oh, okay,
I was
okay.
in character, but I ended with a rhyme.
All right.
It was a terrible rhyme, but it still existed.
Sorry. A lot of this pausing is just out of character because I'm trying to, like, because I've got it in my head. I just need to say it.
I'll let you roll either intelligence or charisma after each thing to see how long it takes Levere to come up in the for Levere to come up with it.
All right. Let's roll charisma then. Because, like I said, these are short. These are short. He's not good at this. That's a 20.
All right.
So Levere comes up with this one fast. This is just me being stupid. Let me do, like, let me type it out.
Should I be the one doing this?
Well, I'm the captain. I have to say at least something. All right.
You don't want to be
All
the
right.
strong, silent type? Even though your words are filled with tripe?
All right.
Is it
Hold on.
tripe or trite?
Trite.
Tripe.
Tripe.
Tripe is the lining of a cow's intestines.
I mean, that works
Huh.
just as well. That sounds shitty.
Yeah, that's why the saying is usually you're full of tripe. Kind of like you're full of shit.
That sounds shitty. Note to self, if I do a rhyming thing in my campaign, make Silver go first.
All right. Hold on. Well, Silver's had probably had this line ready for months.
I
At the
mean,
very least, weeks.
well, I mean, I came up with the idea and kept workshopping it. Like, I kept revising it over the course of a while.
Yeah. Sorry. I didn't think to write this out. So I got like one more line. I've got like one more line to come up with. I wanted to have more than just like a sentence, you know?
Yeah.
All right. We come seeking the Maven of Rhyme, if we may have a moment of your time. We seek passage through your cave, if we may be so brave. We come with gifts, jewels and gold, as we think ourselves so bold. If for you this should please, we wish to travel with great ease.
You present me paltry gold, a gift as tacky, cheap, and old as any other with no relevance. Present something of sentiments. Sorry, I miswrote and accidentally put sentience and had to reset because it was supposed to be sentiments. I blame autocorrect.
Autocorrect's a bench.
Yep. Autocockroach gets a bit. Birch.
Eh.
All right. I have one, but so unless you can think of something better, I have one, Levere. But it
All
will
right.
mean an actual, genuine sacrifice on my part.
Ooh.
Was that all in
All
character?
right, hold on. I
No.
think no. All right, hold on.
I have a rhyme written already, but it will require a sacrifice. So if you can think of something better,
I have a short one.
if this doesn't work, I'm saying my piece.
All right. You seek sentiment, items we hold dear. How's about my first rapier? And he holds out his first rapier.
Roll perception. Both of y'all.
Oh, that's
18.
Alright. Out of the corner of your eye, you see something across the ceiling, long, hiding within the stalactites and stalagmites. You get a brief glimpse of a what almost looks like the tail of something. Something big with white scales. And you hear her
I
say,
knew it.
"Your first sword that's drawn such blood. And yet you stand and give up. Would you be willing to state the case for why it's different from any mace or dagger or blade of any kind? If it would please you, if you don't mind."
someone's doing some slant rhymes. She doesn't wish for our limes. Ah,
Okay, but her using slant rhymes means I'm open to using slant rhymes.
all right. I'm gonna just say my thing because the truth in it does ring. Our wish is to go through your hole, to be strong upon our pole, our structure bound, our thoughts complete. We know our journey can be neat, so allow us passage through your frost, lest our crew be forever lost. I give to you what my master bade, a chip of my own very blade.
Ooh. You hear a laugh. All of y'all hear a laugh echoing through the chamber. You wish to cross my icened home without shed blood or broken bone? Present your tithing boon or gift. Lest your corpse be what I sift, place thine offering in the depths below, and watch it sink forever. Know your passage safe as I'm content, and leave with no qualms or soft lament.
I'm going to drop the chip of my sword. The thing that I would need to complete a reforging if I was ever to attempt to.
As you hold it over the edge and drop it into the waters below, you see it has a beautiful glow that falls into the dark abyss, forever gone, forever missed. Sorry, I just wanted that one was
I
not
liked it.
she wasn't saying it. That was all me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it.
You as the air grows somehow even colder with silence, you suddenly see that white. You can suddenly see one of the stalactites open up in massive wings as a claw comes down and gashes into the wall you're facing, ripping it open, sending ice everywhere, causing the boat to rock back and forth. And in your bracing of the self to stay steady, you lose sight of where this creature was as it scurries on the ceiling in the shadows, in the dark, finding some other place to hide. And the water begins to flow through this exit. And as you continue heading down, you hear another and the cistern is once more frozen closed.
Well, I hope that we're now safe. Otherwise, we'll be stuck with strife.
So,
I feel that's a bit too much of a slant. Maybe try a different chant.
Bid your bane upon my blade. I'll show you now what thoughts I've made.
as y'all continue to bicker in rhythm and rhyme and sail and coast down the path, you continue down, and eventually that feeling of tension and fear, the adrenaline finally leaving you, your legs super wobbly from the encounter, you get the feeling that it is most likely safe once more. Though you still have a couple days of travel to get to the exit. You've just successfully paid the toll. And were promised safe travel to the end.
Well, that was intense.
I think that was a dragon.
Are white dragons the ones
It
that like
definitely looked like
things
ice
of personal
dragon damage.
sentiment?
Oh, Katya, you were below deck. You didn't see.
Oh, I thought that kind of damage was throughout the cave.
No,
before we
the
had to get
oh
out.
yeah, no, the damage is throughout the cave. You
But seeing what did it,
yeah,
and even then it was pretty quick. I only noticed because I rolled like an 18 on my perception.
I got like a 4. I got
Well,
nothing.
I mean, Katya knows dragons by this
Well,
point,
yeah.
so
Mm.
that was her guess.
We all know dragons. We've all met dragons before.
I am glad that
I
you
thought
caught.
white dragons were basically just like animals. I guess it's just when they're young.
Would you say, Silver?
I do like that y'all caught the double entendre of the Maven of Rhyme like almost immediately.
Yeah.
That's why I told you about it in VC rather than typing it to you. Didn't
Yeah.
Okay,
So
no, but
in the
seriously,
note-
which way is it spelled?
In the notes, I have it written first as the Maven of Rhyme, as in with parentheses, rhyme as in RHIME, question mark. Then later on, I have the note. We see that the Maven of Rhyme, as an ice, is a white dragon.
Honestly,
It's the hero of rhyme. Yeah, the hero of rhyme.
honestly, it is both ways depending on who you're talking to.
Are we the hero of rhyme now?
No, no, you only managed to not piss off the Maven of Rhyme.
I would
um,
have thought of
Bobby
something
hasn't
for the
anointed us
rapier.
hero of rhyme. That is one of the best songs.
yeah. So, go ahead and roll. The other characters, you're safe to call them back above deck, or yeah.
All right, we're through the cistern. Everybody can come back up. We should have safe passage from here.
Ah, finally.
I knew you could do it, Captain.
It was
No, you
Sushi's house,
didn't.
but oh well.
You straight up did not trust that the captain could do things to do it.
I'm gonna use a lucky.
For what?
I rolled a 5, so I'm gonna use a lucky.
I'll allow it.
That's a 20.
Okay. With the current being beneficial, either through the Maven's grace or through the natural shape of the cavern, you managed to make a decent speed and make it out of the and make it to the exits on dawn after the 4th day. So dawn of the 5th day, I mean. So you spent 4 days in there. You managed to cut a day of travel off after leaving the cistern. The rising sun almost blinding after spending over half a week in the dark. But you see that there are fairly clear seas up ahead after having successfully made it through the Boot of Aelm. Through the pass.
Levere's eyes have just finally started getting used to being in low light all the time, and now he's gonna have to deal with now he's gonna actually have to deal with the kobold trait of sunlight sensitivity.
As you
fuck, is this what the ground kobolds feel like?
Yeah, it almost gives you a migraine. But despite it being a the seas are calm, but there is light snow following. But it is warmer outside than it was in the cave, and you didn't realize just when you went through the cave, the temperature steadily dropped. So it wasn't until leaving that you realized just how cold it was in there. But you cut off several weeks of travel. You have about depending.
Quick question.
Yes.
This is just a question about something in the game. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not misremembering something from a different campaign, because I know another campaign I was in had a similar item. Tavel didn't give us something that allows us to shop with him on the ship, did he?
No.
Okay, good.
There's no Tavel online store. There's no Tavel drones.
There's no magic mirror that we can pass golden items through, but not living things.
Yeah, no. There's if you want to shop with Tavel, you have to actually go to his store. He doesn't have warehouses.
All right. Because in another campaign I was in, there was a traveling magic merchant that gave us a mirror that we could pass coin and items through. We could see each other through it, but we could not. But living flesh could not pass.
Makes sense. So you have maybe 2 or 3 weeks worth of travel before getting to the outskirts of Muliath, depending on how the weather is. Because you spent about you make good time in the cave, which also cut down on some stuff. So, anything y'all want to do before rolling for the first week? Anything you want to do on the initial day out of the pass?
Katya wants to sing a song for everybody.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, go ahead and sing.
I'll start having the handlers help out with getting the sails down so that we can set sail.
All right, you do so. It doesn't. They've gotten used to how the ship works, and they have they're able to get it down within an hour. So Katya, what's your song about?
Give me 1 second.
Did you write down rhyming stuff?
Yes.
Did Levere tell everyone what it was?
I think it was just like
Oh,
I think it was.
mine speak.
Well, we do all have the earrings, so it would have been
Yeah,
heard,
but
but
it
it
was
was just
mine
like to
too.
Sushi, like I think that was a white dragon.
I think that was a red dragon. I don't know. I'm colorblind.
You have to be really colorblind to mistake a white dragon for
Yeah.
a red one.
Yeah, 0 cones.
0 cones.
Yeah, you only see things in black and white.
Well, even then, red is a pretty desaturated color in that aspect.
Well, it depends on the red.
Well, if it's showing up as white, then it's pink. Duh.
Or a very saturated red.
As a red dragon.
Hold on. Monochromacy, which is that kind of color blindness. Apparently, sea lions do just see in black and white.
I didn't know that. Man, it fucked me up
Yeah,
when I learned that
it's not-
dogs do not actually see in black and white, but see more in like blues and grays.
Well, yeah, they can't see red.
They're red-green colorblind.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're colorblind like my girlfriend is.
And Warden. No, wait, Warden can't see yellow.
Also, most cetaceans have monochromacy.
Don't know what a cetacean is.
You know what I
you know-
learned that was mildly disappointing?
Whales, dolphins, and other porpoises.
I see.
And what's up,
the-
Sushi?
the mantis shrimp don't actually see colors we don't see.
Hmm.
They have more types
Okay.
of cones because they don't blend them, so they need one for each type of color.
Yeah, so they don't see gradients, they see swatches.
Yeah.
I got my rhyme.
Alright, hit us.
Our Captain Levere, he was so brave. He went toe to toe with the Ice Queen Maeve. Her rhymes were fierce and bold and brash, but our captain's hopes were nearly dashed. But he held fast, he held his own, and down a peg he knocked her throne. And first mate Sushi slid in with a save, sacrificed her sword for the waters to behave.
I mean, that is one version. That is one interpretation of what happened.
That's what gods do, baby!
I love it. I love it. That is, if you play that in a tavern, that is going to increase the renown of your crew.
Do we want to increase our renown? I feel like we've been trying to stay low-key and keep fucking up.
Well,
He
considering
definitely sings about everybody while we're in taverns.
don't forget Sushi. I think in Jareel, there's poorly drawn wanted posters of the old crew.
The Bailey, the Bailey Republic.
Yeah, and the Bailey Republic's like off the coast of Jareel, aren't they?
No, they.
Where are they?
No, they're on the.
Like Illipur and stuff. Are they Illipur? Otepis, Kerases,
No, it's
Amoeba.
It's the Bailey Republic is on the eastern side of the landmass that I believe Nizalat is on. The Bailey Republic recently achieved. It was originally massive like colony states that was part of Jareel, but managed to achieve independence about 80 years back. So if you go up to someone who's from the Bailey Republic and say that they're part of Jareel, that is going to piss some people off.
I still can't tell which landmass is the Bailey Republic. Is it Kusei?
Yes, I believe it's Kusei is the capital.
All right. So is it just that one island, or is it also the one with like Quell and Brulas?
Let me double check the.
You really need to just like repost the.
Well, they're pinned. Yeah, it's pinned with the kingdoms that are.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, it is. Never mind. No. It is Illapur. Sorry, I thought I was getting my city capitals mixed up and thought that Illapur was the capital of Nizalat when Reveal.
I know that we do have this one. I was more referring to the one where you've colored them all, so we can tell which landmass belongs to which territory.
Yeah, I'll probably work on that. But no. The Bailey Republic is.
What do you mean work on that? You had one.
There's one pin that has the name of the things.
Yeah, but you all like when you were first starting the campaign and showing off the world, you did have a map that had all the nations colored differently.
Yeah, I need to find that. It is pinned. You just gotta scroll down.
The one with the colors?
Wait, no. No, not colors. Everything was like sepia, like map colors, not like.
No, yeah, I remember you having one with like greens and purples and stuff.
Oh no, I don't think I ever did. But I'll make one. I'll make one at some point before the next session.
I remember you did because I remember it was back before you renamed McCree to McCreer.
Anywho, that was probably like the beta map. Like it has changed.
It was the beta map.
Yeah, it has changed a lot since that.
I mean, sure, probably just like named cities and stuff, but like the land masses, I think, are about the same.
More or less. Anywho, so
anyway,
go ahead and roll. Somebody roll a D100 for the first week.
I'll do it because I'm a captain.
Captain
roll.
Captain.
64.
64. Nintendo 64.
Nintendo 64.
Man, I miss when the internet would like remix viral videos like that.
Yeah,
they don't do that anymore.
Fun.
I mean,
I'm waiting for the C chart to
there's
load
like
up.
one group that does.
I'm waiting.
Shmo Yoho.
Yeah, those are the original people that did that.
Yeah.
They're the ones that did the Nintendo 64 remix and the Double Rainbow and the Bed Intruder.
Yeah.
Isn't Smo Yoho the ones that did the Muffin Time song?
Yes.
My favorite one is shit, I just forgot it.
Okay, you said
64.
All right.
Oh, the taxidermy guy. They
Chuck Testa.
Yeah, Chuck Testa.
Yep, Chuck Testa.
That was a Rhett and Link production.
So, 64. As y'all are sailing, you can see a Livir. You would recognize immediately as a merchant ship sailing. It seems to be sailing towards the northern coast of Elm.
I'll take out my spyglass so I can get a closer look. Is it familiar?
No, but it's not specifically, but it is flying the flag of a trading company that is located at the tip of the boot. It seems to be uh, sailing down the boot. Considering its direction, it's probably headed towards Chris. It's sticking to a popular, safe trade route. One that
I see.
you've sailed yourself a few times back in your privateering days.
I'd like to get our ship close enough to hail the merchant.
Okay. All right. You get close and you get a reasonably a respectable distance from it. Match speed, match direction.
I'll call out, "Hail!"
The captain looks at you and says, "Hail? No, I think it's sleet."
No, sailing like I'm saying hi.
Yeah,
What's up?
I know. I was being funny.
Ah, I see. I see.
You see
I
another
see.
ship member just groan. Can I help you?
Are you one of those merchant ship that sells on the sea, or are you just sailing from port to port?
Port to port.
Okay then.
Anything else you need?
No, I just wanted to know if you had wares, but if you're just going port to port, that's fine.
Oh, well, safe travels. Try not to go too far north. There's a big storm up ahead.
Oh, I'm aware.
All right. They turn, start heading away, but as they do, you can see that one of the they have bat cannons which are staying trained on you until they get out of distance.
I mean, understandable. Random ship comes up against you, you're probably gonna assume they're pirates.
Yeah.
Because we're pirates.
I mean, if you want to commit piracy,
I don't want to get on the Merchants Guild's bad side. We like Tavel, and we would like to continue shopping with Tavel. They may not be with the Merchants Guild, but they are merchants. Well, was the captain wearing a purple and gold vest?
No.
They may not be with the Merchants Guild, but they're still merchants, and people talk. Now, if we're going to pillage any ships, if we're going to raid and pillage any ships, it's going to be like slavers and rich people who no one will miss.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Anything else y'all want to do this week?
No.
All right.
I think. Oh, what's up?
Go on.
I said I can't think of nothing.
Oh.
I thought it was gunmetal talking, I'm gonna be honest.
Alright. Oh, I need to do math to see which day it currently is. Weeks from there with 10 days. So that was about 2 weeks into the new year. 1 week to that. Okay. The month is about to turn in the next week. It is going to be... why are all my documents being so slow?
don't forget, I have all of the months
I do
in the
too.
notes. Are we going to be entering Triben?
Is that the second month?
Yes.
Yes, you'll be entering that in the next week, I believe.
With luck, we'll reach the Isle of what was it? Maliath?
Yeah, Muliath.
Over.
We'll reach the Isle of Muliath by the Soon celebration.
Well, I hope that's soon.
Is it soon or Sune?
Soon.
Soon. We'll reach
Soon.
it by the Soon celebration.
Is soon though.
I mean, it's like 2-3 weeks. 2-3 weeks.
So, as you
For those at home, the Soon celebration is this world's Valentine's Day.
so as you continue sailing north, go ahead and roll somebody roll a d100 to see what the next week holds.
I rolled it last time, so someone else do it.
I want to do it.
Go for it.
Okay. Roll a d100.
98.
98.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna roll a bunch.
Okay. 98.
773.
98.
Roll
As
12 d100.
a few days into the second week, a few days into next week, it's a couple days into Tribben, and you see something strange out of your spyglass, Levere. You see what looks like a cyclone, but it's moving towards you. Well, not towards you specifically, but in the general direction, coming from the east, and it's moving to the west. As it gets closer, you can see that there is some kind of creature in it. A figure that is standing on what looks like some kind of cloud, and is leaving behind a trail of just waves and snow as it gets closer and closer, and you realize it's kind of big, about 10 feet tall, and pretty lean, with long flowing hair. Its skin is a light blue, its hair a silvery white. And it's heading towards you.
Dang.
I'm gonna try and sail faster and away.
Yeah.
Alright. As you try to sail faster, you're not fast enough to get out of its way. However, it does slow down and try to curve, causing a wave of water to whip up your ship, splashing the deck a bit. And you just hear him say, "Sorry, didn't see her there."
No hard
That's
feelings.
an interesting way to travel.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm from the plane of wind. I'm actually a little lost.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Do y'all know any? Do y'all know where I can find someone to help me get back to the elemental plane?
Are you just like a regular wind elemental, or are you like a big? I don't know I don't know where everything lives.
I'm just a wind elemental.
Can Katya know a wizard to send him to?
Roll a D100. I'll say if it's 75 or above, you'll know one that is able to.
Oh man, 19.
No. You know a few wizards, but you're not really sure if any of them know how to traverse the plains
Well,
reliably.
They're still wizards. They should know someone else who could.
There's an organization here called the Institute of Ioun. Their symbol's like an eye, right?
I believe so.
What's that?
They have a symbol that's shaped like an eye. If you see one of their ships, or you manage to make it on land, check them out. They might be able to help.
All right, thank you. Do you need a push?
I
That'd
could help.
be wonderful.
Okay. He holds his hands out, or he curls his hands as though he's like making a ball, and then just separates them, causing a huge gust of wind that fills your sails. Y'all have to hold on to the railing in order to stay braced, but it does give you a decent bit of speed. You see him wave, and he continues heading west.
How's Ioun spelled again? Is it just I-U-N?
I-O-U-N.
I-O-U-N, okay.
Why do I remember Ioun?
She's the goddess
Also,
of
why
knowledge.
Oh, that makes sense. I was looking into gods of knowledge because of the next character I wanted to make if Sushi dies.
Yeah. All right. So that cuts a couple days off of your travel as the wind fills your sails and you just cut through the sea.
Hooray.
So, anything else y'all want to do this week? Or should we move on to the next week?
I'm good.
I'm good moving on.
Same.
All right. So, go ahead and roll a D100, someone.
I did it I rolled one. Thatcher rolled one. Who wants to roll a D100?
I can roll it.
Go ahead and roll it.
Everyone else is muted, so
11.
11. Why'd you roll it in there and not D&D Beyond?
Because my voice is out and everything's bad. Fights.
All right.
You know the dice bot on Discord hates us.
If you want to roll in D&D Beyond instead, I will allow it.
Fine.
Or you can keep that 11.
If you click on the dice, it's the two like side by side.
No, I just
diamond ones.
didn't want to go to D&D Beyond because I have a bunch of windows open. 24.
What? Okay.
Much better.
Why do you want to have D&D Beyond open? It's the game you're playing, stupid.
Because it's buried by other windows, like Discord.
Well, so, fun thing. Normally, 24 would be Shex's ship, but y'all got Shex's ship just a couple weeks before, and it's in a different part of the ocean. So, what you get is calm seas, because this space is technically unavailable at the moment. This roll. So, as you finish your third week out of the cave, it has been about 4 weeks since you entered the. It's been about 4. I guess it's been 5 weeks since Cogston.
Do you think the bird is dead yet?
What? No, she's just downstairs.
No, the other bird.
What bird?
Oh, the owl guy?
The bird is the word.
Oh! Yeah, the sole survivor?
I mean,
Don't
I
make
guess
him
I could
sound
scry
like a
on him and see if
Fallout
he's still
character.
there. I could scry on him, I guess.
Yeah, see if he's croaked yet.
What time
He
of
didn't look like he had a lot of food.
what time of day are you scrying? Are you scrying during the day or night?
I would say probably around late afternoon.
I don't know why my voice sounds weird.
Now he just has to be like a DC 15 because well we have met him. I don't have a likeness or pic. I guess I could sketch him before I do it.
Well, I think meeting him is worth more than having a likeness. It's not like they stack. It's a tier list.
Mr. Owl.
I mean, a likeness gives a -2 to the modifier, or to -2 to his save.
Well, either way,
The first time meeting them is a flat.
he rolled a natural 9, so his
All right.
modifier's not high enough to beat.
Right. Okay. So I guess I'm once again plucked from my body and whizzed over to a different part of the world.
Yeah, you are whizzed through. You pass through the clouds and arrive. Your consciousness arrives in Ordonis, the clock tower. You can see that one of his arms is badly burned, and he is desperately trying to cast Eldritch Blast at a squirrel that is a little too fast. Eventually, the squirrel makes it to the edge of the clock tower, or the edge, the edge of the clock tower, and jumps. And the soul survivor just punch it like. He angrily fires an Eldritch Blast at the bell, making it ring before going to the corner to slump over and rest.
Environmental storytelling.
All right. That goes in the notes as Levere scries on the owl guy from Ordonis. He is beset by a squirrel.
All right.
He's still alive though, so that's neat.
Arm is burnt.
I wonder what he's eating.
Squirrel.
Probably.
So, as you continue sailing, you see, as you sail, avoid ice, avoid glaciers. You're sailing in the deep north very carefully. The sea is calm, though still somewhat dangerous with the time of year. You do spot in the distance very, very dangerous looking storm clouds. But the thing is, they don't seem to be moving, at least not in a normal way. You can see the edges, and it seems they are moving in a circle, almost like a centralized hurricane that stays put. And doing your using your tools to figure out your latitude and longitude, you can see that you are coming up to the outskirts of Muliath's waters. And what's more, you can see a fast ship, a little bit, just a little bit. Well, actually, no, it's significantly faster than yours, and big, and despite the shifting wind, which you can already feel as you're heading towards the storm, their sails continue to be filled, even though they are almost directly going against this hurricane as they enter the treacherous seas ahead.
Well, fuck.
With your rivals for this journey arriving around the same time you do, with your map safely secured.
Wacky races this thing.
With your map safely secured, the dangerous reefs and deadly storm visible up ahead, and a low mist that is, well, it's not a low mist. It's a mist that covers a decent chunk of visibility up ahead. One of your most dangerous travels thus far is about to take place, and I think that's where we're going to end this session. So,
Sounds good. I'm tired.
yay. So, thank you everybody for watching. This was this episode of World of Tapir.
Hooray!
So, definitely tune into some of the other stuff on the channel. I am playing Paper Mario 64 and regular Mario 64. My boyfriend Scraps is playing Banjo-Kazooie. And Chalkv has a homebrew tabletop system called Plasticos that is currently on the channel.
Yer.
Yeah. Comment challenge of the day. Why don't you come up with a rhyme? Give us a poem about like your D&D campaigns.
I am so tired of this fight. It is my ass that you can bite.
I'll be sad when this campaign ends because I'm gonna miss all you friends.
My name is TK. I like to draw, and I like the little crows because they go caw caw.
Alright.
Panting.
Y'all don't have to come up with one right now. So, with that out of the way, there's no less to say, but good night, everybody!
Goodbye.
Bye.